조각보, a traditional Korean patchwork. It's made out of little pieces of clothing that could have gone to waste. But all gathered together, they are transformed into this beautiful piece of art.
Korea is a small country, but with a long and priceless historical legacy.
Everyone contributes to making a patchwork of Korea. As a country with exquisite delicacies. As a country center of Asian pop culture. As a country full of talent. And as a country full of passion. Gathered together, these make up what is now Korea.
We, Enactus SNU, have gathered together to make our own patchwork. Where people saw challenge, we saw opportunities. Where others fear failures, we fear not having tried. With this Enactus spirit, we've changed people's lives.
The first patchwork to introduce today is Project Nabi.
What comes to your mind when you hear the word ex-offender? Are you curious what kind of offense they must have committed? Or do you just feel somewhat frightened at first thought? Everyone can make mistakes, and yes, if they are big enough to be referred to as crimes, those who made the mistakes should pay the price.
However, when they had paid for their crimes, should they still be pointed at and prejudiced against? Because of this prejudice, even after the discharge, they cannot go back to the society. They can't find jobs easily. They are pushed away.
But we believe they deserve a second chance. So we gathered together to create the second chance for them. Last year, we met female ex-offenders at the Korea Rehabilitation Center for the first time. Here, the women we decided to help receive education in sewing, but unfortunately, this did not translate directly to employment.
So we began by searching for a business model that could utilize their sewing capabilities. And then we found opportunities in the market of hanbok, traditional Korean clothing. So we decided to jump into the market. And this is how Project Nabi started.
By conducting market research in hanbok, we realized that existing hanbok market shops only hold expensive hanboks. This is because Koreans used to wear them only for a few formal occasions, such as traditional holidays and weddings, resulting in their high price. Through our research, we discovered some interesting facts that gave us an idea to create our business model. 1.
Recently, people, and especially the young, have shown growing interest in hanbok. They wanted to wear a hanbok for entertainment, like outdoor festivals, just to get in the spirits. But their needs were unsatisfied with an expensive hanbok to choose from. And we saw this as a potential demand to target.
2.
Many pieces of hanbok were left abandoned in people's closets, expensive yet rarely worn. They could have been thrown away, but they could also be recycled as our potential supply.
So here existed a rising demand, an unused source of supply, and rental service seemed like a perfect fit for potential customers who desire to wear a hanbok for casual occasions. So we connected them in a line into our business model, a low-price hanbok rental service. And our business model can be divided into 3 processes: receiving donations,
mending,
and finally renting.
For the first process, donations, we secured a sustainable inbound stream of hanbok through a MOU with Korean Association of Professional Organizers. With this, we receive an annual donation of 200 hanboks. As a result, we can reduce production costs and set ourselves apart from the typical expensive hanbok market, achieving cost competitiveness.
The second process, mending. The hanboks we receive in donations are not in the state to be rented yet. They definitely need to go through mending. So we provided them with an intensive 4-month course of hanbok education developed by a hanbok specialist. And after the education, our ex-offenders themselves started to repair hanbok.
And the final process is renting. Because we own considerable quantity of hanbok through donations, we can provide large amount of hanbok at once and at lower price. So exploiting our cost competitiveness and large scale, we strategically targeted special events such as festivals held for universities, foreign exchange students, and guest houses.
Acknowledging our successful start, we received recognition of our business potential as a pioneer in the hanbok industry. with a funding of $14,000.
Through our actions, we've won 10 contracts altogether, renting a total of 650 handbooks. We made $2,600 in revenues, and this month, our ex-offenders will each receive their shares for the first time.
But above all, they were given a second chance to stand as equal members of our society. Gathered together, they become handbook specialists, proudly making use of their expertise.
이제 한복을 배우기 시작을 했는데요. 그쪽이 더 재미가 있는 거예요. 더 비전이 있고 시장이 넓고 그쪽에 그렇게 하려고 하는 그런 의지를 보니까 아 나도 역시도 이론적으로 많이 생각을 하게 되고 비전을 많이 느꼈어요. 그리고 내가 이제 앞으로 전문가의 길을 갈 것이고 한복을 발전시키는데 큰 제가 도움이 될 수 있는 그런 힘도 얻었고 될 겁니다.
Through continuous education and experience, our ex-offenders can now go one step further, from mending to creating. We wanted to enlarge their participation in our business to better fit their growing capabilities.
Meanwhile, we noticed that more and more people were willing to wear hanbok as their daily outfits to express themselves through their fashion. However, the current hanbok market once again didn't satisfy their needs, as it is true that hanboks are not the most comfortable nor the trendiest. So to target those people and to create more opportunities for our ex-offender women, we'll expand our business into creating our own hanbok.
So for the design part, we partner with undergraduates majoring in traditional clothing. These students provide modern hanbok designs specially adapted to target our young customers in search for more comfortable and fashionable hanbok to wear in their everyday lives. And based on those designs, our ex-offenders will make hanboks. Now, with our online platform, we are ready to begin sales soon.
Nabi is in fact the word butterfly in Korean. Only when it endures hardships can it spread its wings and become a beautiful butterfly.
Our ex-offenders, their passionate participation, and our sincere actions. Gathered together, these pieces create our patchwork, Project Nabi.
With Project Nabi, our ex-offender women will spread their wings as contributing members of the society.
The second patchwork to introduce today is Project Sonke.
What do you see here? Right, two hands. Two hands of our blind masseur. These two hands are an important asset to the blind who have a restricted field of jobs they can choose from. Having received 2,000 hours of specialized training, these two hands, when given a chance by the society, can provide warmth to the exhausted people. However, when neglected by the society, these two hands, the efforts and ability in them, become vain.
In reality, they are confronted with these two choices.
Working in legal prostitution massage parlors or working in undersized massage parlors.
Either way, they have to suffer from social prejudice or low income.
야간에 일을 하다 보면 이제 밤에 잠을 많이 못 자게 되고 환경 자체가 밤에 일을 하다 보니까 환경이 적응이 굉장히 힘든 부분이 있어요. 낮에 일하는 안마원을 택하고 싶어서 나오고 싶어도 사실은 수입이 많지 않기 때문에 그걸 주죠.
And here was a man who went through these situations. Jung became blind at the age of 39 from a tragic motorcycle accident. Due to that one moment happening, he partially lost his sight. All of a sudden, he couldn't look at everything, from the beautiful day to the faces of his beloved ones, fully with his two eyes. He had lost his world.
But he didn't settle on the status quo. He gathered other blind masseurs who shared his vision of proudly working at profitable and legal massage parlors. Together, they established a cooperative. And this is when we first met them.
We saw opportunities to change their lives, but above all, we were touched by their strong will for change.
So we took actions. We created a third choice for them. And this is how Project Sonke started in August 2013 with a mission to create profitable and well-respected jobs for blind masseurs.
The first year of 손길 was about assessing the needs of blind masters and creating a new workplace for them. We figured that their needs could be summarized into two main issues: low income and social prejudice.
And to tackle those two needs at the same time, a new massage store was a solution, increasing their income and breaking the social prejudice.
First, to increase their income, we had to compete with other hundreds of massage stores in Seoul. And how did they make our store stand out?
The answer lies on a lower price and additional services. Because a massage store has considerable scale, we could reduce price, successfully targeting new young customers. Also, by adding additional services, we could increase the customer satisfaction. Through these strategies, we secured a greater number of customers, achieving competitiveness.
With the blind masters and our devotion, our first store has showed a quick success. In the first year, it reached a break-even point in just 6 months and proved the possibility of a profitable new store.
This success naturally helped us break the social prejudice. And to further enhance the positive image, our blind masters did regular volunteering for the local government's programs. Through these efforts, media has started to acknowledge us as a change maker, challenging the negative perception against the art of massage.
But what is more noticeable is that our blind master's own mindset has changed. With pride in his own profession, Chong no longer needs help, but now he himself contributes to the whole society, helping other people in need.
And this Enactus year, we gathered together to accomplish full sustainability of our first store with two essential keys: stable revenues and sustainable operations.
For the first key, achieving stable revenues, we secured two line sales channels through a contract with popular social commerce companies. They serve as direct sales channels and also as advertising channels, attracting 130 new customers every month. And we also didn't want to miss only the details. We developed our own customer feedback process and meticulously reflected the customer's needs into improving our overall service. As a result, the customer retention rate increased from 49 to 65%. By targeting both additional and original customers, these actions together contributed to stabilizing the revenues of our first store.
Next, the second key, achieving sustainable operations. We conducted cooperative education with ICOOP, a consulting organization, and this empowered our blind masters to develop their own management policies by themselves.
This Enactus year, our first store has accomplished exceptional results. The total revenues now reach $350,000, and it has almost doubled compared to last year.
Not only this, we've hired 3 additional blind masters, and their average income is about $2,000, which is 67% higher than the industry average.
But to us, this is what really matters.
지난 1년을 돌이켜보면 참 많은 변화가 있었어요. 처음에는 한 1,000만 원 정도 매출에서부터 시작해서 연말에는 한 3, 4천 정도를 바라볼 수 있을 만큼 성장을 했고 1호점이 다른 점포 수범이 될 수 있으리라 생각합니다. 1호점에 만족하지 아니하고 2호점, 3호점 그날까지 저희들은 새로운 일자리를 만들고 우리 안마 기량을 높이고 작은아마 이웃과 어려운 분들에게 안마를 통해서 베풀고 싶습니다.
Our successful, sustainable, and legitimate massage store motivated the whole community of blind masseurs. And as a result, we were able to recruit 11 new blind masseurs who voluntarily requested that they be allowed to join our store.
This made us realize that there are more blind masseurs out there who need to base. So to do that, one store wasn't enough. And this gave us an idea to expand into something bigger, a sustainable franchise brand.
We've already taken a first step in establishing the franchise by opening the second store in Gangnam district. And of course, they needed money. So 11 new blind masters invested in the store. Additionally, we succeeded in partnering with SK Happiness Foundation, which provided us with seed money of $16,000 with the expected $125,000 in upcoming November. And with the help of our partner and the masseurs, our second store has settled down smoothly.
And based on the collective know-how from 2 stores, we've succeeded in laying the cornerstone for the franchise. Just like we did with our first store, we aim to make our franchise brand reach its full sustainability with a structure and also a sustainable inflow of human resources.
First, to formulate the structural framework for the franchise, we partner with an organization called Small Enterprise Market Service.
Second, we partner with a specialized school for trained blind masters so that there would always be potential employee ready for our next stores.
We started our story by telling you that we were poached by John, who asked us if we could help establish a legal massage parlor. That conversation led to an exciting, moving, and inspiring journey.
With Enactus, our masseurs can now realize their entrepreneurial spirit on stable business environments, creating a bigger social impact.
Gathered together, their two hands now provide warmth to our society.
Before, they were merely little pieces, but with us, they could be patched back into society.
And today, we are proud to share the results of our 조각보.
We made $360,000 in revenues and $220,000 in profits.
We recycled 300 handbooks and had 12,000 visitor massage stores.
And we influenced 100 people altogether. But that's not all.
Once abandoned, but now our ex-offenders have become handbook specialists.
Once neglected, but now our blind masseurs have become industry leaders.
We are Enactus SNU, and we have gathered together these little pieces
To create a beautiful patchwork of our own.
empowering people and changing their lives.
Until the whole world smiles.
Thank you to the team from Korea. Judges, you may now begin the question and answer period.
Very impressive projects. I have two questions on your Nabi project. First, the ex-offenders, how are they organized in their business? And second question, where do you see the business to be in 3 years from today?
Thank you for the question, and we'll answer your second question first. For the future plan, we have already expanded from just renting out our handbooks to creating our own handbooks. And in the future, now we are currently outsourcing the design part to the undergraduates majoring in handbook, but in the future, we didn't mention it in the presentation because we didn't have enough time, but we are actually right now giving out the design education. So in the future, actually starting from this November, they will be able to create their own handbooks from the beginning, including the design part. Yes, and also now we are doing the operations by ourselves, but we'll be giving them out the education and operations as well. And that is possible because they think of this business as their own. So in the 3 years, we'll be able to exit from the project, and the business will go smoothly even after we exit. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. Just wondering, your brand franchise, how big do you think the market is, and will you own the brand and do the franchising?
First of all, about the size of the market, we believe that there are more and more people wanting to like have the massage services on their own, because in Korea, most of the massage services are not served at a lower price, which we first aimed at. So we believe that if we open the franchise brand, it will expand. And our franchise brand, the ultimate and the fundamental goal isn't to make the most profit out of it, but it is instead to have our blind masseurs so that they can actually make it easier to establish their own massage stores with pride in their professions. So instead of focusing on the profitability of the store, we aim to focus on the social impact that it can create and show other people what blind masseurs can do with their pride. Thank you.
So maybe my question should be, how many blind masseurs do you believe?
There are more than 8,000 blind masseurs in Korea, so we still got a lot to go. And we have just opened our second store. It hasn't even become 1 month yet, but there have already been blind masseurs who have requested to join our franchise, so we believe there are plenty of blind masseurs who we can help.
Thank you for focusing on marginalized groups such as female ex-offenders and blind masseurs. I want you to explain how could you manage to remove the social stigma and marginalization of female ex-offenders? You explained the economic side. I want to see the social side. Thank you.
First of all, we believe that stigma isn't something that can be gotten rid of at first place, but we believe that time will actually solve the issue from a longer perspective. And in the beginning, we believe that the most important thing is that these ex-offenders are not being employed as employees of a business, but instead they're becoming the owners of a business and with a pride, and they can tell people that they actually have this profession of creating hanbok, which is very respected. And we believe that this contributing to the society in a positive way will in some way benefit to getting rid of the stigma. Thank you.
Great projects. I would have one question to Songgil. Who is running the shop? Are you owning it? Is it the person you have mentioned? Who is the owner of that business and the franchise?
It is owned by the cooperative. And we have given each of our blind masseurs with cooperative education so that they can manage their own business even without us. And because they are blind, they still need some help. So we have succeeded in employing 3 receptionists who are currently working at our first store who aren't blind, so that the business can go smoothly even without us.
Your time has expired. Judges, please join me in thanking the team from Korea, Seoul National University.